All right, folks, welcome back to Pteranodon Media Show and Tell. And today we have another exciting reveal. Oh, you've probably seen it online, but Tongue Lashor. Is it Lashor or Lashor? Tongue Lashor, the Filmation style. And this is Super 7's. I mean, I always get the names wrong. The Club Eternia. Anyway, so here's Tongue Lasher. He is from the actual She-Ra animated series, but again, he was actually a character from the Snake Men that I also have somewhere. But yeah, I don't know if we necessarily need a comparison just because he looks so different. But let's get this guy opened up, and I'll share my thoughts with you. And here we go. Here's Tongue Lasher. God damn. Well, there's so much I could say about this guy. Now, look, let me just start off by saying that if you've seen some of my other podcasts, you know I admit I never watched a lot of She-Ra at that time. I was watching other things like Silverhawks or Thundercats, and I didn't feel it was as cool as He-Man. So it came out a few years later. But I do remember having Tongue Lasher as part of the Snake Man line, the original Tongue Lasher. So here's your Oh, there's going to be a lot of noise here. Hold on. Forgot to get this guy out. Okay, here you go. So here's your Tongue Lasher. Here's your Filmation version of Tongue Lasher. I don't recall him ever coming out in the He-Man episodes, and I used to watch a lot of He-Man growing up. I mean, I was probably about 5 or 6 years old when they were coming out, and I'd watch them after school. Then She-Ra came out, and I caught a few episodes here and there, and I do remember seeing him a few times, but not realizing that it was Tongue Lasher. Now, I generally don't really go for the She-Ra characters, but he's a Horde character. And I'm always ready to get my Horde character lineup expanded, whether it be Filmation and all that. My only problem with these Filmation characters, they're a little too simplified sometimes. And they really don't go with the traditional classics. I like to have a cool Horde army. But there's something about this particular figure that just looks so goofy that I just can't help. It reminds me of I used to have Black Star toys, which were also done by Filmation, the animated series. So it has a very simplified space sword and sorcery look. A lot of people think that started with He-Man. It's like, nope, watch Black Star. Get a load of that. There's his little rocket pack. He comes with his little gun and rocket pack. A flying snake man. Now, I like his big, dumb, bulbous head. He looks like he was part of the... I'm not going to say anything, but he was part of the snake. He was like the one that was in the group that was a little doofusy. Oh, hey guys! Y'all see She-Ra around here? I'm a shooter. I'm a shooter. So, yeah, he just looks kind of like this goofy, nope, you know. Like when he laughs, he goes, yuck, 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 yuck. Let's take this head off and let's show you. Look, it's a little messy here. I don't know why. It's got some dust. Cancer. And pop this on. Come on. There you go. Not too hard. I didn't feel like I was going to destroy the whole thing. And there's his open mouth tongue action here. Very popular with the ladies because of his muscles. And yeah, so there he is with his tongue. I don't think that this was actually necessary. I like that. I think they should have kept that just to save on costs, you know. But a lot of people, a lot of fans have really wanted this guy, this variant for a while. They got a true Filmation version of him. Including the little Filmation logo there, which I think could be the first, well, no, not if you include Hordak, but the first non-Hordak Horde member in this line that has this already there without giving you the option of having the original Horde logo. I think I would have liked that. I would have liked a Tongue Lasher with the original Hordak Horde logo on there just so it could match up with my... That's my only critique. I would have liked that more so than the big bulbous stupid doofus head. I It's a goofy character. It just like doesn't make any sense. The legs are okay. I'm checking for errors and checking for mistakes that with production. You know, like when with my Tila where the legs got stuck and I had to blow dry them so I can actually get them so they wouldn't break. Eventually they will break if you do that too much because it's what happened with hers is that the little pegs inside get stuck, heated, and a lot of people were complaining about that, and they were still doing that, and they're saying that the legs would go back. Well, that's because the bar is actually bending in there, so I had to actually pry it and separate it. I'm not, he's got like these little gaps right here. He's got some interesting color changes. Looks kind of weird, but I don't mind it. It's not too bad. Actually, the grittier it looks, the better, and it'll go with my Horde collection. I like him. I do like him. I think he's gonna go well with Voltac and some of the other guys. I like building up my Horde armies. I just wish they would have given us that. He has these little hand things, these joints here, and I don't know if all the figures from here on out are gonna start having that, but I appreciate it. And yeah, here's your tongue lasher guy. He's just so goofy. I just don't know what I'm going to do with his other head. I'm going to keep him like this, but that's the problem. I have like a box full of little Masters Universe heads, and I don't change them out too often, but I don't want to throw them away. Someone's making a comment like, "Hey, you don't want them, just give them to me." Oh yeah, I did have problems putting the gun in this. Look at the handle of this gun. It's kind of got this square. It's more angular than just the regular gun, what is it, barrel? I don't know, shaft. He's not holding it right, and it was a little bit of a pain to put it in there, and you can see how his hand's kind of stretched out. So I'm actually going to take it out. It sucks, because it should fit. I'm going to try it with this hand. Let's see. Look how that peg hole's kind of small. It's not a biggie, and I mean, I used to have the crappiest toys out there where their weapons didn't fit. Yeah, look at that. That's just a pain in the butt to get it in. This is just going to reshape the hand. I'm just going to have to deal with it, I could put it under a heater and kind of mold the hand to fit with the gun. I think that is the biggest weak point of this figure, but it's not a huge deal. I'm used to worse. Honestly. And he does look cool. He looks very goofy, very unique. Goes well with the Horde collection. Let's put him next to. Let's put him next to what I got here. What do we got here? We got a Hordak. We got the exclusive Hordak there to see kind of how the mix style, which I kind of like better than that Filmation Hordak in a way. And let's get him next to this guy here. Yeah, just to kind of give you an idea of what he looks like all together. Anyway, so there you have it. Here's Tongue Lasher, part of the new Masters of the Universe line. I'm just doing a little show and tell for this guy. If you find him on eBay, it's worth picking up if you're a fan of the She-Ra series and you want to collect and complete your Horde series. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you next time, folks.